all of 5, my friends, my peers, my students, my loves. How are you today? Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeats. Notice your forehead, your open third eye. June is the month of our brains that we are focusing on in class today. And I have a new technique for you that I am working on that we will finish up on Wednesday. I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction to it today. And thank you again for your patience as I am starting a little bit after 1:30. And I want to start with playing the natural vibration song because that's a pretty important concept. So as you prepare your space, just notice your breath, notice your heartbeats, notice how you're feeling today, notice your emotional state. Is it the natural vibration? That's really, really important for today. And always, but especially with this technique because of this concept that I'm about to talk about. Notice that breath. So I think we all deal with feedback in different ways, whether it's positive or negative. And the question is what happens physically to us when we get feedback? And how do we humble ourselves so that we can stay in our natural vibration no matter what feedback we get? And we don't spiral either up in ego or down in depression, feeling rejected or whatnot. Hi, beautiful brother Jibri. And so I thought of this great analogy because a lot of times feedback hurts us most when it's from someone that we trust and someone really close to us. And physically, when you're a musician and you're playing music with an amplifier, what happens? Any kind of feedback you get technically is loud and screechy and uncomfortable, and it's called feedback. And that's amplification feedback. So when you use an amplifier to get your voice out there louder, not only is there more of an opportunity for people to give you feedback, both negatively and positively, but the closer you are to that amplification, the more chance there is that you are going to get this really loud feedback that will silence you. So that's what we're going to deal with today, that very close to us feedback that we get psychically from people that almost damages our hearing, almost makes it impossible for us to hear our own strength, our own beauty, because there's this noise that's happening, and it's happening in us physically if we haven't actually processed it out of us. It's like the wounds that are on our body. So if anyone gets too close, it just automatically goes to, and we're just like, get away. And it could all be self-created too. Like even if you are wanting positive feedback from the person and they're trying to give it, you still might hear just the negative feedback because of your own constructed weaving of actually protecting your heart, protecting yourself. Get in touch with that vibration within. Feel your vibration. Feel your natural vibration. I feel good, especially now that we're connecting with our natural vibrations. It's so easy to notice pain in our bodies and then just exasperate that negative feedback cycle by feeling bad about ourselves for having that pain. So I challenge you today to unravel that pain, unweave that pain so that it's not so close to your heart, so that you're not so attached to it being a bad thing, so that it can be a little bit further from you so you can assess it and say, I don't need this negative feedback. Even though the universe is out to love you and is giving you this feedback so you can grow in a certain way, so you can feel more natural vibrations, because there's something that's attacking you that's not so natural. So let's notice our breath. Let's notice our heartbeats. When you're ready, let's come up with an intention for class today. And when you're ready, share your intention in the chat box or write it down just for yourself, for no one else to hear, just for you to know that you are creating some positive feedback for yourself somehow. Take a moment, connect with yourself. Don't rush. Even if I go ahead and start class and you're just chiming in, you can add your intention after we already started as well. My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be with you today and to share these guided energy exercises for you to take with a grain of salt to purify your energy and feel connected to your natural vibrations and follow the lead that you have inside of you. And to share this new technique called Amplification Feedback. Patrick says, blessings all. Today I will enjoy class, release negativity, and be free with Qi, with a flair for confidence and creativity. Jabri says his name is Jabri and his intention is to be here with you today, and he's excited about going out of town to do a show in Alabama. And he'd like to focus on his hands and feet today. Let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in the way. We're going to start with some shaking while we're sitting. Just shaking out. Shaking is a great way to return to your natural vibrations. And we'll do the Qi Gong as well, where there's shaking today. So shake out anything that's not you. And just kind of bring your whole body into a vibration together. So you're unifying your body when you shake. You're saying, okay, we're all in this together, cells. Wake up together. Thanks for sharing, Jabri. I really appreciate the sharing. Also, there's a new feature. There's a money symbol on the bottom of the chat where you can just throw me a tip through YouTube if you'd like. And yeah, I think like the chat gets colorful or something. I haven't seen any yet, so you can be the very first person who does a super chat. Shake, 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 shake. Before we stand up, we're going to do some hand exercises. So we're just going to start with the left arm. We're just going to lift that left hand up, relaxing the wrist and the fingers. We're going to bring the right hand behind the left shoulder and gently just scoop that energy down about an inch or two away from the body and under. And we're going to do that several times. Notice your face too. Relax your face while you're doing that. One more time. And tap. And brush. Into the other hand now. Just resting that shoulder, relaxing the shoulder, bringing that left hand behind the shoulder. And scoop down and under. One more. Back. It's like reassurance. Reassurance helps with negative feedback. Brush. And shake. Yeah, let's stretch out our face a little bit. Stick out the tongue. Again. One more time. We're going to squish and open. Two more. Good. We're going to stretch the hand. We're going to pull that thumb down. And then the next finger in line. Nice and easy. Get a nice juicy stretch. Feel that stretch and release. Breathe. And the whole hand. And then the other direction. And the other direction again. Starting with the other thumb. Going down the fingers. That's really good. And back the other way. Together. Make a fist. I feel like this is how we're going to start our amplification feedback form. Because we're capacitors. We are batteries. And we want our amplification to be crystal clear, not full of feedback. It's funny how you don't call it positive or negative. It's just feedback. Any feedback is bad. All right, we're going to go ahead and stand up. Okay. And before I show you one of the moves in the negative feedback form, we're going to do the confidence mudra. Do you remember what that is? You place your index finger to the thumb and the ring finger to the thumb, and the middle finger and the pinky stick out. Okay. Both hands. If you let the feedback affect you in any kind of negative way, and anything that pulls you off your track, and that's what causes the noise. When you're on the track, it's nice and smooth. So this mudra not only helps you with confidence, it also helps you with digestion. Digesting situations with the perspective of your centeredness is key to your confidence. If you're in an indigestible situation that causes confusion, it's very hard to feel your confidence. Being sure of yourself has a lot to do with staying centered, eating well. If we eat junk all the time, it's impossible to stay confident because we will be filled with confusion with all the stimulation of poison. And believe me, we consider a lot of poison food these days when it's not even supposed to be ingestible. If we looked at ourselves like cars, we wouldn't question why a car would break down if we put the wrong fuel in it. But when we put the wrong fuel in our bodies and we feel depressed and broken down, we don't even think of blaming food when it's in our engine of confidence. I need to make more room for myself here so I can confidently move around. How's it going, y'all? All right. And the negative amplification, the amplification feedback form. Starting like this, take a nice deep breath. Feel the feet shoulder width apart, rock back and forth a little bit. Find the relaxation of your toesies. Find the tension and release it if you can. Feel the ball of your feet, feel the heel of your feet rocking back and forth, and feel the little spiral within as you get in touch with the battery that you are. The electrons balancing you out. And we're going to release the hands. Okay. Relax the shoulders. Let the arms spread just a little bit. And we are cleaning up the battery from the charged energy that needs to be discharged so that you can feel more harmonious with your ability to channel pure energy, not tainted just going to do this first couple moves with you. And then we'll go to the Qi Gong and we'll do the full negative amplification feedback form on Wednesday. I'm really excited about that. Gently. And this is for the brains, for the shoulder, for the neck, for the upper back, everything we need, right? We're going to gently go back and forth like that. You bring in the hands towards the shoulders, nice and easy, and gently coming down. Relaxing that neck, relaxing the head, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the lips. When the face is naturally relaxed, the lips are parted. Like my hair. It's a halfway decent part today. Lips are slightly parted and there's a little smile. Knees are slightly bent as well, as usual. Just going gently back and forth. Relax the chin. Feel free to sway if it helps you feel the energy. You don't want to be stagnant. But ultimately, you'll feel this intense energy opening up like a blossom around your neck as you do this movement. Maybe a warmth, maybe a heat. There's all different chi feelings that you can feel as you uncoil. And you can even start to move the other one up gently as the other one comes down. And slowly keep moving the arm a little bit back as the other one comes up. What this form really helps with is posture. And confidence is connected to that. Keep doing that. I'll show you. See, this is what happens as we become less confident. Our posture gets like this. We kind of hide our heart. And this helps to open the heart. So you can feel that resistance, that pull, pulling away that resistance to share our hearts, to open our hearts truly, to trust. To feel really happy with who we are. And where we're going. And our self-expression. This is just a taste of the amplification feedback form. Can you feel the power? This came to me a few days ago, early in the morning. I was woken up. And then after I did the whole thing, I passed out for like 2 more hours. I just had this super deep sleep afterwards. So you might get sleepy. This is for the brain. This clarifies your brain. Helps to get the static, the confusion out of the way. So you can be that pure capacitor of sunlight energy. And shine your light and love with no distractions, with no fear. With no desires, wantings, and cravings that get in the way. Just to be and be humble for the life that we have. Be easy with that expression of who we are. Instead of overwhelmed, to welcome it instead of to just think about the obstacles. What we're going to do now is both of them at the same time. We're going to go back and forth, and this time we're going to add a little step. And double hands while we're stepping back and forth. Powerful, huh? All right, let's reset. All right, let's shift gears and go to our Qi Gong form. Grab some hydration if you got it. If not, maybe go get it. Got to stay hydrated. I like drinking out of a half-gallon container, so I try to drink at least a half gallon, maybe a gallon every day. Yin hand goes under the belly button. Hi, belly button. And the other one goes above. Yin hand is right for women, left for men. Or whichever feels right to you. Feet are shoulder width apart. Bend the knees a little bit. Press in and shake that belly up and down. And the shoulders come up and down as well. Drasyan? Drasyan? What's that? Is that the name of your belly button? So the shoulders are coming up and down. Feel your bottom shaking. Oh my gosh, that soda I tried yesterday was so good. That poppy. My Sunday Night Live. I don't know if y'all saw that. I don't know why that made me think of this now. Oh, hydration. Hi there, hydration. Hydration? How are you doing? That's silly. We should think of a bunch of high words like that. Like, I can't think of any. I was thinking of humidifier. I was thinking of, there's not a hydrator. Bring the bottom hand out, face up. Top, face down. Palm down. And shake, shake, shake. High school. Hi, Finn. Hi, house. And shake out, shake out. See, so we're shaking again. Remember, shaking unifies the body so that you're not singling out one part of you. You're all working on vibrating together. That'd be a cute kid's song, like, hi, Jason, hi, Finn, how you doing? All right, come to stillness. Relax those shoulders. You're just going to drop that left shoulder and just relax it. So it might stay where it is, more relaxed. And then the other shoulder comes down and release, back and forth. Back and forth. You can barely see it, but you can feel the opening between the shoulder and your ear. We're going to roll that left shoulder back. High chair. High horse. Back and forth 3 times each. And both at the same time. Let the arms come up and then just let them float down like feathers. So I did brush up on my Chinese medicine reading this week to figure out which organ stretches would be best for the brain, since we are focused on the brain in the month of June. And believe it or not, it has to do with the Jing Qi. So can you all guess which organ is most connected to that Jing Qi creation of energy? Oh, thunder. Maybe that's a hint. And it reminds me of the reishi mushroom. I just found a reishi mushroom in the wild, which looks like this. It's so beautiful, maroon red. Oh, the color was just stunning. I gave it to a friend, otherwise I'd show it to you. So we're gonna come up halfway in reverse direction, bending those knees a little bit as you come up, and then raising them but not locking them. So the organ, energetically, intimately connected to the brain energy, is, any guesses before I tell you? And let me just preface this by saying, some of you who are new to my class might not know that we work with the yin-yang organ pairs in a lot of our stretches. So the stomach and the spleen are a pair, the liver and the gallbladder are a pair, the lungs and the large intestine. And what it means is that we are connecting with their meridians, their energy channels. And those organs are pairs because the channels are very intimately interconnected with each other. And so there's not specifically a stretch for the brain. The brain's not one of those 10 organs. So when I got the message that we need to focus on our brains, I wasn't sure which organ it would be, which organ stretch would benefit the most, would benefit the brain the most. Close, the reproductive, which would be, actually you're absolutely correct, because the reproductive organs are not included in that 10 organ system either, but they are included with this organ as well, which is the same one that's connected to the brain. So very good, very good. You're absolutely correct, Patrick. But which organ are the reproductive organs and the brain benefited by the most when we do the stretch for the organ pair? That's the next question. I'm going to give you time to guess because I think it helps your neurons fire, which is what it's all about, getting the brain to fire more and rehabilitate or just strengthen or evolve, right? I'll tell you at the end of this part of the form. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to put the yin hand on top of the head first and the yang on top of that. And so it's about an inch or two above the head. And just relax and just feel the connection to the spirit energy above you trickling down into you, rocking back and forth. So I'll tell you all of the organ pairs, and then you can all make a guess as we connect with our spirit energy and feel it trickle all the way down into our lower dantian, filling up our fuel tank right there. So we're confident because we've got fuel there. Confident because we're running on full, not empty, or not even a quarter tank. We're not freaking out like, when am I going to fill up? Good guess, but that's not it. Okay, so the 5 pairs are the lungs and the large intestine, the stomach and the spleen, the liver, gallbladder, the kidney, bladder, and then the pericardium and the heart constrictor, which is part of the heart and the small intestine. Wait, there's 6 organ pairs, not 5. So once again, it's the lungs, large intestine, the heart, small intestine, the liver, gallbladder, the kidney, bladder, the stomach, spleen, and then there's the heart constrictor and the pericardium, which is the muscle around the heart. Those are a separate organ pair. There's 6. And doing these 6 stretches for the organs before you go to bed and when you wake up is amazing for your well-being. And this one particular organ stretch is also for the reproductive organs and the brain. Which one of those 6? All right. Bring your hands over your third eye. And over your neck. heart. 5 more seconds to guess. Nope. Good guess. So there's 4 more options. Over the tummy. And I gave you a huge clue. I said it looks like a reishi mushroom. And then out to the side. Now this next part of the form deals with this organ energy. Because we are now working on the lower half of the body, and the next part of the form is called absorbing the energy from the earth. It is the kidney bladder organ pair, my friends, that is the most directly connected to the brain and the reproductive organs. Your kidneys, they are stoking the Jing Qi fire in your back. They're like this, and the firelight is between them. And they're keeping that fire going, which directly is going up the spinal cord to your brain. Okay, so now we are going to rest our shoulders and we're going to lift the left heel up. See, it's fun when you have to guess. Now you'll remember it, right? Bending the knees, rotate the left towards the right. I'm kidneying you. Fascinating, fascinating, right? And the other direction. The brain kind of looks like a big kidney in a way, too. And drop the heel, lift the right heel, and rotate the knee towards the left. Relax that upper back. The brain looks like everything. It also looks like a stomach, I guess. And the other direction. I believe in you. I think you can remember it. But I'm always here to remind you. Unless I need reminding, then I'll need you to remember it. There's just so much to learn and absorb. But that's the other thing about it, is the brain is sponge. It's like a spongy. And so are the kidneys. They're like a filter sponge. Bend the knees a little bit and rotate in a circle to the left. Feel the connection between your kidneys and your brain. They're both incredible filters. Remembering is about the brain. Your brain remembers. So, rubbing those kidneys might help you remember things too. And speaking of memory, the kidneys are the ancestral connection, that root, the root chakra. So talk about memory, remembering the roots. And the other direction. And then gently connect back and forth. So you're leaning to the right and then leaning to your left. And you're keeping the feet on the ground and the arms, do whatever you want. So it just means that the energy channel that feeds the kidneys is very similar to the energy channel that feeds the brain. So keeping the energy channel of the kidneys and the bladder open is also what helps to keep your brain healthy. Of course, keeping all the channels open helps to keep your brain healthy, but that one in specific, if you have to just choose one organ pair to connect with your brain, it would be the kidneys and the bladder. It's a root. It's rooted all the way down to your kidneys. And the uterus is also then connected to the kidneys as well, which I was confused about. I thought that the uterus was actually connected more with the stomach and the spleen meridian, but it's actually the kidneys, which makes sense. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yeah, receiving the knowledge, applying it with wisdom. And come to stillness. The power of the kidneys gets more and more appreciated every day. And then lower back pain really affects the brain more than you know, because that's kidney stuff too. So now we're connecting with the earth. Relax the shoulders. Bring the hands up in front of the belly button for the next part of the form, which is alchemizing humanity, bringing the spirit and the roots together, the earth. Bring your hands, 2 fists away from the belly button, bend the knees, and gently rotate in a circle as if you're holding that little ball there the whole time. And the other direction, please. I love Chinese medicine so much, and the whole philosophy of the relationship between the organs. And open up. Bend the knees so your stance is wider. And you're going to lift that left arm all the way up to the ear and just let it drop down like a feather. Nice and slow. Back and forth. Try not to look at my bad part. Keep those knees bent, and if this is hard for you on your back, then you can stand up a little bit. Just bend over as far as feels comfortable to you. Yeah, the brain filters out a lot of information, just like the kidneys filter out a lot of toxins. The brain has to deal with lies and mental toxins that are constantly thrown at us to try and manipulate us or get us to buy things or want things. We got to be strong in our roots and our kidneys in order to have strong brains. And so that's what the spinal cord is also connected with, the kidney meridians, in addition to the governor and conception vessel. That's why dancing is so good for the brain. Moving those feet connected to the kidneys. And we're going to reach across the body now. And then we're going to do our 5 minutes or maybe a little bit less of the Qi Gong today, where we just feel the energy and we move with it. So it's not about mimicking me, it's just really about feeling that Qi wallop up in you and move you like this thick, dense energy that's all around you, hugging you like a flower blooming inside of you and around you. This beautiful energy that's vibrating naturally within you and without you. You get to feel it, you get to have it move through you. And that resistance, when we talk about it in the beginning, breathe in your intention and breathe out the resistance. Think about that, like all the ways that you can cause resistance in your body of that energy flow, also nutritionally. If you eat a lot of mucogens, a lot of bread, a lot of high fructose corn syrup, you're literally making yourself less conductive and less conducive to energy flow. Because you are a capacitor. Those emotional toxins get in the way of your flow too. Don't you want energy flow? You are electricity. You are magnetized. And where the resistance is in your body, the most is usually where disease pops up or some kind of issue that is blocking you from having your energy there and glowing with your beautiful love light. You gotta remove that resistance so that you can be free, flowing, and full of confidence and courage and pleasure. And sometimes removing that resistance is removing years and years of suppressed, repressed emotions that just need to come out. You need to feel. Feeling removes toxic goo. They've studied tears. 38 different toxins at least come out of your body through your tears. But if you just cried and teared from onions, there's just like 3 or 4 toxins in it. You are the alchemy that you've been waiting for. It's all in you. Your magical miracles. And creation puts a lot of your toxins out of your body through creation. This is a horrible analogy. But when a woman has a baby, the heavy metals go into the child that have been collected in her body. And so babies can have mercury poisoning if your body was filled with mercury. For some reason, that reproduction action, that creation action gets toxins out of your body and into your creation, whatever it is that you create, whether it's a human being or art. Because creation is like a little you, and it's easier to handle toxins in the pure you. Crazy biology, chemistry, truths. And so we carry the burden of our ancestors. Beautiful. Any questions or anything you want to share with the class? Any aha, any breakthroughs aha moments, any challenges, resistance that you're aware of now that you weren't before, that you're going to work with and meditate with. Now, massaging the feet is so good for the whole body, but it's especially good for the kidneys, which means it's especially good for your brain. So we are going to rotate our toes a few times in each direction. And then pull the toe away from the foot. Okay. I heard thunder, but I don't hear rain. It's the rainy season in Georgia, eh? The rain. April rain brings May flowers, so June rain must bring July flowers. Oh, rotate the whole ankle a few times in each direction. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the leg. Oh. That's one of the burdens of being the firstborn child. Taking on the toxins of your mama, but all the beautiful things too. And then rub in between the toes. Okay. And now find a point on the bottom of your foot and hold this. The kidney 1 point is right there. If you're looking for a point and you can't find one, that usually feels pretty charged up. So hold a point for 20 seconds. Thanks again for being here with me today. Release. Tap. Find the point under your knee on the inside of the leg. A few fingers down. You know what? Instead of holding the point today, we'll just do a little massage down, a little swiping. And then a little swiping up on the outside of the knee, up on the outside of the leg. Okay? Because I got to get going. It's almost 3 o'clock. All right. And we are going to go to the other beautiful foot on our bodies. And rotate each toe a few times in each direction as we feed our brains and relax our brains through relaxing our feet. Feel the relaxation? Thank you, Jabri. You did the CASHAPP? And rotate the whole ankle. So if you all would like to throw me a donation to help me support my channel, you can send it to Aviva and the Flying Penguins at Yahoo, which is on Zelle, or PayPal. Bring the feet back and rub. Thank you so much, Jabri. If you don't mind snapshotting that so I see what that looks like, because I can't see it on my end. I'm very curious. Screenshotting it, I mean. Okay. Now we're going to rub between the toes. And then you're going to find that point on the bottom of your foot. Hold that for 20 seconds. Okay, and now we are going to tap up and down. And brush, 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 brush. And then we're going to find that point on the inside of the leg underneath and just swipe down. Aw, thank you so much, Jeffrey. And then above the knee on the outside of the leg. Swiping there up that meridian. Spleen, gallbladder. And tap. And brush. Excellent, my friends. Okay. So I don't see any questions, so we are going to go ahead and bow out. It's a tradition to bow. You don't have to bow. It's optional. It just helps the overall chi to feel gratitude and compassion. And that's what we do at the end of class. We thank all of our ancestors, all who have given us this knowledge. With the gratitude mudra, we say, She She Zhong Shi. And then we thank all the teachers who are passing on this knowledge and taking the time to do the practice. Practitioners. She She Lao Zhang. And we fill ourselves with gratitude and compassion and spread this out to the whole entire universe, multiverse. Mwah! To all of you capacitors out there. And we will be back on Wednesday with some amplification feedback, the complete form. So get ready to get charged up. I am not kidding.